today's complex logistics landscape, the decision to invest in a new warehouse management system is rarely straightforward. Economic uncertainty and common misconceptions about implementation often leave companies stuck in decision limbo. In this Q&A, industry leaders share insights on what's driving or delaying WMS investments. Let's see what they have to say. What's prompting people to invest in a WMS versus delaying the decision today?
The reality is, look, when there's uncertainty, decisions are going to be basically delayed. But ways you can actually accelerate that, quite frankly, is around value. Regardless of the uncertainty, if there's been an economic analysis done, an ROI on that piece of technology, then that value and vision alignment is really, really important. And so that would be my advice, is to sit there and say, if vision and value are aligned and consensus with the organization has been developed, then most likely that client, right, or retailer or distributor really should start to move forward with that enabling technology. Why postpone it? This is just a short-term speed bump, as I like to call it.
The willingness to invest really oftentimes can be centered around a business case. And so organizations that have been really diligent and have an understanding of the business case creates an ROI. So every month that goes by, there's an opportunity cost of not deploying the solution.
What are some of the most common misconceptions about WMS implementation that lead companies to postpone their decision?
I think it's one that once you pick the system, the work is done, right? The second piece of it is, well, let's find a piece of software, let's find a technology stack that has cool features, and then we'll make our business work around that. That's when you start getting into the weeds with the WMS vendor. Once you shortlist or have a selected vendor, that all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, this is going to be a ton of work now, a ton of risk, a ton of exposure. Ideally, you want all that work done up front, right? What are the business rules? What are the processes that our operations need to do to fit those business rules? And then write the requirements to select the right system provider.
What role does risk aversion play in delaying WMS implementations, and how can businesses overcome this mindset?
So risk means something different to everybody that is assessing that risk. Sometimes the risk is we've got obsolete technology, and the risk is we're going to have a disruption that's going to have significant customer impact. So part of a business case oftentimes is understanding a risk. Sometimes it can be monetized, other times it's not. And so understanding as part of that business case where risk comes into play, and then factoring that into the overall decision on why you need to do the project goes hand in hand with a positive ROI.
Ready to build a strong business case for moving forward with a new WMS? Speak with an expert or try our easy-to-use ROI calculator.